There's another universe. Please make some noise.
Hey my little raggities, what is up? How are you doing? How are you feeling? If you are new here, I am Raina Swan, aka your new book bestie. So today we are going over the 14 books that I am going to be reading for July. Woo! I'm not ready for this, but friend, I've already knocked out 3 of the 14 books, and we're only 8 days into July. So we're on a good trajectory, okay? We're moving along rather quickly. I'm also almost done with another book that I am reading with my book club, the official chapter chat, and that is The Killer's Therapist. Almost done. I should be done with that today. It's okay. It is an okay read. Would I say hurry up and buy? No. Would I say go run and get it? No. But it is an okay crime fiction. It's all right. I don't hate it, but I'm not like, oh my God, I cannot wait to see like how this ends. I'm more so like, oh my God, I cannot wait till this ends. You know, like, yeah. If you are wondering what it's about, it's just basically about a therapist who's being stalked, and you know, a lot of people are getting injured and dying around her, and she's trying to get down to the bottom of it. So there's that. We're gonna move on. I also told you guys in the last video that I am gonna be reading Happy Land. You guys already know that. It's about a young lady who gets called to go back and visit her elder. Something is going on and she doesn't know what exactly, so she needs to go and check on her elder, make sure everything's okay. And then when she gets there, the elder is telling her the story of this land that she's living on in the mountains. It's called the Happy Land Kingdom or whatever, something like that. And so as she is learning about her land and her history and her aunt and her great grandmother and all of the things, she realized that like it might be up to her to save this land, because people be stealing land in America. This is based on a true story, so yeah, you definitely can't wait to get into this. Like I said, I'm gonna be reading this with my Discord group, Raggedy Reads. So if you want to join us, go to the description box and click the link and join. Very simple, very quick, okay? And it's free. Also, I finished The Housemaid's Secret. Y'all know I had requested the audio on Libby, and I was like number 500 something. I don't know, something crazy. I put it on the screen. But I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait for that shit. Let's just get into it. So basically, Millie is back in this follow-up story, and she is still a girl's girl trying to help this poor abused woman. And things just don't, things just don't add up the way Millie wants it to, and she finds herself into some deep shit. She probably should have just minded her business, really, but it is what it is. I really enjoyed this story. It was a bit slow in the beginning, but it ended strong. So I don't know if I'm gonna read book 3. A lot of people say that book 1 and 2 are the best books out of the series and there's no reason to continue. I don't know. So we'll see how I feel later on down the line. I did read 14 Ways to Die, which is about the young lady who was being tracked down by the Magpie Man who she escaped when she was a kid. And this one was okay. I would have liked more intense scenes. I would have loved more scenes with actual serial killer. It was more so centered around grief and loss and just rebuilding after experiencing like trauma. So yeah, Now, I am currently reading Till Summer Do Us Part. This one is about a young lady who lies to her boss and says that she is married and her marriage is on the rocks. And her boss is like, oh no, I got you. My husband, he's a marriage counselor. He's the absolute best. Like, you and your husband have to book a session with my husband. Like, I'm telling you, he's gonna fix everything. The girl ain't got no husband in sight. So she's venting to her friends and, you know, like, oh my God, my boss is definitely gonna fire me. She's gonna think I'm a weirdo. And her best friend is like, oh, I'll just ask my brother to fill in for you. So I'm actually really enjoying this book. I didn't know what to expect going in, but I'm actually liking it. I'm taking my critical lenses off and I'm just going with the flow. And I can actually say that I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the humor. The humor reminds me of Ryan Reynolds, you know, the Deadpool character. It reminds me of that, and I love that. So I'm gonna come back to you guys and tell you what I thought about it in another video when I'm actually done. I'm only like maybe 20% in, so we'll see how it ends, but so far so good. Next on the list is People Person. I've talked about this book before. I really picked this up for the family drama. So Dimple Pennington, she doesn't really have any type of relationship with her father, but Papa was a Rolling Stone and he got all these wayward children or half siblings, and she don't have no relationship to them. They don't got nothing in common other than they deadbeat daddy. And so something happens. I'm assuming, I don't know for sure. I think the daddy is sick or something, but something happens to where they all have to come together and face their dad and kind of get to know each other. So I'm interested in getting into this for a little razzle dazzle, a little family drama. This is the same author who wrote Queenie, so I don't know what to expect, but I'm hoping that I'm hoping that I love it. So we'll be getting into that, and then of course you guys know I will come back and let you guys know how I feel about it. Also on this list, honey, is The Wife Before by Sonora Williams. This is a thriller about a young lady who just lost her job and she meets this famous golf player, and I'm gonna say he love bombs her. He makes her feel all the things, and he's like, yeah, move in with me, I love you so much, let's get married. And she's like, yes, I love it. And she moves into his mansion, and as she's cleaning, she comes across this dusty journal from his ex-wife. And his ex-wife is detailing all these things that don't really align with what she's learned about the ex-wife through her now new boo. So she's trying to get down to the bottom of what actually happened to the wife before, and if she's really in danger or no. Also, I read The Scammers by Tiffany D. Jackson. I did drop my thoughts on TikTok and Instagram. So if you're not following me at Raina.Swan, go ahead and do that. You can head over there and read my thoughts. But yeah, all I'm gonna say is it's giving very cult-like vibes. I gave it 5 stars. I enjoyed it. It drops October 7th. And I cannot wait till everybody gets their hands on it so I can see your thoughts. And yeah, I think Tiffany did a really good job with this one. I'm actually looking forward to see what she cooks up next. I don't know if she's back because you know she's still a new mommy. So I don't know if she is back on her A game and is going to be pushing out more books, but I'm hoping for the best and we'll see. So next on the list, you guys might be surprised about this, but I am going to be diving into A Little Life with this funny looking man on this cover. Now, you're probably wondering, Raina, why the hell you got this book? It's because my sister-in-law bought it for me about 2 Christmases ago. And I'm like, thank you, girl. How did you know I wanted this? Like, what? Like, how did you know? Like, you didn't have to, but you did. Yeah, next time just give me a gift card. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So yes, I am gonna be diving into this. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I ordered the audio. So I'm gonna be doing some immersive reading. Y'all, them people over at Libby tried to deliver that damn audio book a couple of days ago. I said, hold on, big mama. No, slow down. Give it to me in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, I'm gonna be diving into this. I'm pretty sure this might be my last book of the month. So yeah, if you don't know what this book is about, it's about 4 college classmates broke adrift and, you know, hanging on by their edges and ambition. They are going through a multitude of things, from addiction and childhood trauma, all of the things. So I don't know how I feel about going into this book. All I know is that the cover really throws me off. And so from what I've seen from people, everyone is saying that it's gonna break you. Like you're gonna close the book very distraught and wondering, what the hell did I just read? I'm actually excited because I like books with heavy emotional pulls. So hopefully it makes me cry. I'm actually hoping that it does this big one and it makes me cry. And then this will be another reason why I need to not judge books by their cover, because the cover is just move on. So next on my list is an arc from Joelle Wellington. Super excited about that. It is called Girls Who Play Dead. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know when this comes out, but I'm thinking it comes out in the fall. Let me pull up my handy dandy laptop. Girls Who Play Dead. Let's see. And it is coming out November 4th. Basically, this is about 2 siblings who are investigating the murder of one of their friends. So I'm really excited to continue this. I did read chapter 1, and chapter 1 had me in my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. It opened up really dark. You immediately get pushed into death, prepping a body for their final moments with their loved ones, you know? Well, not their final moments, but their family's final moments with the deceased. And it was just really sad. I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna be crying throughout this book? I don't know. Joelle knows how to pull you in. She's the same author who wrote Their Vicious Games, and she wrote some other book I can't think of right now, but but yeah, I didn't really go up for Their Vicious Games like everybody else. Everybody really loved Their Vicious Games, and I was just the odd one out, like, it was okay. But there is another book that I read from her that I want to say that I liked, but I'm drawing a blank. It's just my memory is just a little foggy. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I did read The Blonde Dies First. That's true, I did. And I actually liked that book a little bit more than Their Vicious Games, which is weird because people wasn't really feeling that book, but they was feeling it vicious. Maybe I'm just a little different. Okay, so next on the list we have Everyone Is Thinking It by Alina Omotoni. Okay, so this is about Iyanu, who is at an elite boarding school in an English countryside, and she is not in the in crowd. She is into photography, and taking photos is her pride and her joy, but she does wonder what it's like to be in the in crowd, in the popular mix, because her cousin Keaton, she comes from money, beauty, and she seems like she has the perfect life. And so one day, Iyanu's camera is stolen and pictures are developed, and all these secrets about people around the school are written on the backs of these photos. And everybody is looking at Iyanu like, girl, did you do this? Like, why would you say this stuff about us? Who did this? And she's like, it wasn't me. And so now, all the girls in school are kind of like trying to get down to the bottom of what is going on, who stole the camera, and who's saying this terrible stuff about them. And once they realize the truth, like, their whole world is going to be exposed and shattered, and the darkness will come to light and all the things. So I can't wait to get into this. What drew me in is the cover. I really enjoyed Tony Childs up there on the cover with them bangs, and Norbit over there, aka I'm assuming this is Iyanu. Yeah. And like I always say, for the longest, I thought this was a man on this cover, but no, that's Iyanu. She's just a little pro-black. I like that though. I like that. So next on the list is Girl in Pieces, and this one is a little bit more on the sadder side. You have Charlotte, who is 17, and she's experienced a lot of loss and grief, and just death seems to surround her. This is just really a story of how to push past that and find the beauty in the chaos. So we're gonna get into that. Hopefully it doesn't make me too sad. Child, who knows? Who told me to buy all these sad ass books? What was I going through? The Great Depression when I bought these hoes? I don't know. We gonna figure it out though. 2 more books and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I have on my list Ordinary Grace. You guys saw me buy this from my local Goodwill, and this is about 13-year-old Frank. He's a pastor's son, and he has a terrible summer that is filled with death, all kinds of death, natural death, accidents, suicide, all the things. And now that he's older, 40 years later, he's deciding to tell his story. And so this is probably going to be another story that breaks me, but I'm hearing that William Kent Kruger is a really phenomenal author. So this will be my first read from him, and I'm really interested in seeing what he has to cook up within this book, and also to see if he has other books that he's written that I might enjoy as well. So we're gonna see how this ends. Hopefully it doesn't shatter me along with all these other depressing ass books, but we'll see. Last on the list, we do have Piecing Me Together by Renee Watson. I believe this is a middle grade book. I'm not sure, but this is another book I bought from the Goodwill. This will be probably something I read just so that I can know what's in it before I give it to my daughter. So this one is about Jade, who lives in a poor neighborhood, and she is bussed out to go to a better school because her mother really wants her to succeed. So she sends her to a private school. Now in this private school, they have plenty of opportunities. They have this mentorship program called Woman to Woman, and it's a great program, but Jade feels like the program is singling her out, and she doesn't like how everybody is pitying her and kind of making her feel like an outcast. She just kind of wants to show people like, yeah, I come from a poor neighborhood, but that doesn't mean you have to pity me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay. Like, you can still find opportunities and make, a difference in the world without people trying to give you handouts and feel bad for you. So I'm going to be getting into this, and that is my 14 books that I'm going to be reading for the month of July. Pray for ya, girl. This is a lot. Yeah, have you guys read any of these books? Side note, as I'm glancing over at my stack, I really hate how Book Outlet does this to their books. I don't know what this is about. I don't know why they feel the need to mark their books, but it's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. I think I need to write them a letter and let them know, like, stop doing that shit, because y'all starting to piss me off. Anywho, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you're watching this on your TV, go to my channel on your phone. Start the video. Hit like if you can't do it from your TV. Come on, you can do it. But yes, make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave me a comment. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. And yes, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.